Hey, so today I want to share 5 reasons why people absolutely love Seattle and have a really hard time leaving here, even when it does maybe rain a lot sometimes. My name's Diana. I'm with Compass Real Estate here in the greater Seattle area. If you have been considering moving to the area and would like to know more about the greater Seattle area, I'm more than happy to connect with you, share whatever you might be wanting to know. Let's get into it. Just to clarify, I am going to be primarily talking about the east side, which is on the other side of the water from Seattle, about 20 minutes away. Reason number 1. People love how clean and safe it is here. Now, downtown, probably not really the safest place. However, on the east side, it is a very clean and a very safe place. Personally, Kirkland, Washington is where I live just because I love to feel like I'm in a very safe place and it's clean and I never really have to worry about anything. I can walk outside at night pretty much any time of day. I know it's a really big concern for a lot of people, so if those are at the top of your list, definitely consider moving specifically to the east side, because I can say that downtown Seattle, not exactly the same. I really want to make sure that people don't really group the two together, because downtown Seattle and like the Seattle proper area versus the east side on the other side of the water is definitely a very different experience, even though they are so close to each other. Reason number 2, the local economy here is really strong just because we have such big companies here. Obviously, Amazon and Microsoft are some of the biggest ones, but also companies like Facebook are now here, and companies like Google are rapidly expanding. Safe to say that even no matter what is going on in the world, those companies, tend to do good and continue to do good even when maybe that's not necessarily the case in other big cities. Reason number 3 is one that I'm personally pretty passionate about, and it's that we have by far the prettiest state ever. It's really hard to compete with Washington. We have the most beautiful 4 seasons. Like, our fall is to die for. We have amazing summers that never get too hot. It never gets too humid. You have mountains and lakes and the ocean and beautiful huge trees and forests. I mean, heck, you could even go out to the desert. It's not that far away either. Not only do we have all of these beautiful national parks, but all of these things are so close. It's all within an hour of Seattle. We have some of the best drinking water too, because of the mountains that are out here. And I've gotten into arguments with friends from other states about how superior our drinking water is. And honestly, until you've tried it, anyway, you'll just have to try it. It's so good. It's really hard for me to go anywhere else and have drinking water there because it's really different and it takes a lot of adjusting. I haven't really seen that in other states where you're driving through a big city and there's just like a huge mountain right there as you're driving. And not only that, but all the main cities are either on the water or have really close access. So for example, like Kirkland is basically a beach town. Bellevue is also partially on the water. Seattle is right on the Puget Sound. Every one of these cities has a really big like nature component, and so it's just such a beautiful place to live, and I personally just haven't really seen that anywhere else. I think that once you move to a place like this, it's really hard to go back to a place that maybe only has 1 or 2 of those things. Recently, there have been some moments throughout the summer when we do get like forest fires and the air is smoky. This is definitely something that has only been happening the past couple of years. That was never happening before. Personally, nowhere else that I have gone, like even Austin, Texas and places like that, still very beautiful places, but it just would not come close. And it was very hard for me to move knowing that I would be leaving all those things behind when you just have it all here. Reason number 4, we do not have any kind of extreme weather. We don't have hurricanes or tornadoes. It never gets very, very cold the way that it does in many other places. It doesn't get extremely hot, and we don't have any really dangerous like critters or animals. And lastly, number 5, we do not have state tax. So that's especially desirable when you have all of the people around here making good income at their tech jobs. And even though it is an expensive place to live, at least we don't have state tax. And so overall, there's a lot more money in your pocket. Now, those are 5 reasons why people absolutely love to live in Washington, but of course there are downsides as well, and so I will be covering that in the next video. If you want to see more videos about the greater Seattle area and what it's like to live here, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.